Blessings, beautiful people. I'm just coming on, as I promised I would do, for you to talk through the 40-day challenge that we're going to do here every day. Some of you already started the challenge, but some of you are mentioning that you haven't had the instructions because you weren't at the class on Monday. So I've had a little trouble with trying to get online, basically. Who'd have thought it, right? What did we used to do before we had internet? I don't know. I've spent the last, 3 weeks, 4 weeks thinking I don't need it, it'll be fine. I'll go sit in Waitrose and do my emails. It doesn't work, guys, right? So I've conceded and I've gone down the broadband route and it's coming. But in the meantime, here I am with the very great help of one man called Kev, who's been really helping me so much with the tech and not giving up. So there we are, that's the challenge, right? This is Ganesh. Ganesh is a remover of obstacles, right? So there is nothing that we can't do in this life. We just have to find the means. Sometimes we have to work out how the money's going to come. But if we set our mind to something, then the pathway clears. And somehow, if it's meant to be, we will get there. So anyway, here I am. And as you can hear in the background, probably a little bit loud, but I'm not going to try and change that right now, is our mantra, Ek Ong Kar, Satnam, Siri, Wahe Guru. So I'm going to do the best I can with what I got to try and impart the information to you guys. So basically the mantra means one creation. Ek Ong Kar. Kar is the creation of everything there is. So something, I believe, created me, and that same thing created you. And in that creation is the one commonality of that we're all connected to something bigger than we actually can comprehend. So Ek Ong Kar, one creation. Sat Nam, truth. Our truth is our name. The truth that we have behind all the I'm a doctor, I'm a mother, I'm a taxi driver, whatever you perceive your career, your focus to be, there is a truth, there is a Satnam behind all of that, because we aren't our jobs or our, if we're a mother or we own a horse or, we aren't those things. We label ourselves, which is okay, because that's okay to do that. But behind all of that is our truth. It's the question that we often may ask ourselves of why are we here? There is a truth in there. And in these mantras, in these kriyas, in Kundalini Yoga, you get a glimpse of that quite often, especially if you do it on the daily. Some of us can't do that, and I get it, I understand that, because I don't always manage to do it on the daily myself. But the days I don't do it, I notice I haven't done it. So what I'm wanting to do is encourage you to somehow find the drive to get yourself here in front of me now, on the mat, doing this kriya every day. And the choice is yours. You can do 3 minutes, you can do 7 minutes, or you can do 11 minutes. If you are finding that they're easier, you've been doing kriyas for a while, then you can challenge yourself to do more. You could do 22 minutes, 31 minutes, 2.5 hours. You could get up at 4 a.m. in the morning and do 2.5 hours every day for 40 days. They say, the yogis, the siddhis, these powerful people that go before us thousands of years, they say that this mantra, Ek Ong Kar, Satnam, Siri, Wahe Guru, if chanted at 4 a.m., for 2.5 hours for 40 days, you will never need to read another book. Your knowledge will just be there. There's a challenge. But let's rewind. Let's maybe start with 3 minutes. Let's join me for 3 minutes. Put a timer on your phone and do this meditation for 3 minutes. Or 7 or 11. Okay, that's a challenge that I ask you now to find in you, to do this with me, to join me and see the benefits that will happen for you, the changes that will happen in your life. If you do it for a week, that week will be completely transformed. If you do it for a little longer, then you're going to have more sustainability. It's going to be like an ingrain in your psyche. It's going to clear the subconscious, that pattern of we've always done it, like we've always been, that's how we've been taught. My mother used to do this, or my grandfather said the other. That's ingrained, okay? That's not who you are. So you can change those patterns by changing the current of your mindset. So it's like little grooves in the mind, like the old-fashioned, well, the vinyl, right now it's vinyl. They're little grooves and it goes round and round and round, and do you know what? You can step out of that. But it's not as easy as that. You've got to do the work. You've got to do the housework of the yogi. You've got to be in it. And then it changes. And there is I've seen it written where about get into it, and that's your intuition. So these are all just things to try and help you to work out if you want to change something, if you want to see the world outside of you differently, if you want to change the reactions, that you've always done it like this, you always react like that, you can change those things slowly, step by step, because that's how we do it. You can't do everything in one go. You can't just suddenly go, I've got it, that's it, I've changed. You've got to do the work, one step at a time, one day at a time, one mantra at a time. And just for today, you're going to do the mantra. And then, tomorrow is a different day. Are you going to do it again? So what you need to find is the time of day that's right for you. For me, it's first thing in the morning. Get out of bed, clean my teeth, sit on my mat, get on with it, get it done. And it isn't like that, right? Sometimes it is when you get out of bed. But when you get there on your mat, you light the candle, you light your incense, you set your intention, you tune in with Om Namo Guru Dev Namo 3 times. And then you are here, present, wanting to be here. And everything you're chanting, you are in that chant, you're here. You're not just getting it done, that won't work. Once you sit on your mat, you light the candle, you light your incense, you tune in, you set your intention, you sow that seed, and then you begin. And you do your 3 minutes, your 7 minutes, your 11 minutes, whatever you decide to do. And if a day goes by and something's happened and you didn't get there, you've missed a day, that's okay. Just begin again the next day. Or as soon as you remember, just do it if you can. If you miss several days, I can tell you from experience that you won't continue. Because once your mind gets in the habit, it's one. It goes, well, see, you can't do it, can you? You didn't do that. It's pointless doing that now. And that'll be a spiral. So make the commitment. Write it on your front door. Write it somewhere you're going to see it every day. And make yourself like a little board. That challenge, 40 days, however many minutes. And every day you go out that door, you tick and you smile and you say, well done me, I've done it. Right? So that's your challenge. So you know what you're chanting, you know the reason why you're chanting it. Now, when you chant, you start with the ik, it's I-K, ik, and you pull up the root lock, which is in the perineum. So you squeeze in and you ik as you pull. So you take a deep breath, ik, and then you Ong Kar. And then if I actually do it with the music, it might be easier. Let's wait for the next time round. So when you take 2.5 breaths, the first breath is Ek Ong Kar. Second breath, Sat Nam. At the end of the breath of the Nam, you put your lips together for the and you say Siddhi. It's S-I-R-I, but it's not Siri, it's Siddhi. So you put your tongue to the roof of the mouth when you're saying the R's. Then the last bit, you take the last breath and you allow that to raise up to the third eye with the wah. It's like a glug of water, wah. And then Hey Guru goes out the top of the head. So it's Ek Ong Kar. That's at the navel centers, going through the chakras. Take another breath in. And then navel comes in with the Sat Nam. Right at the end of the Nam is the Siddhi. It's the last bit of breath. There's nothing left. Siddhi. Squeeze that little bit of breath out. Take another breath, half a breath, and then it's at the throat center. You raise it up to Wah, Hey Guru. So it's 8 syllable Ashtang mantra. Each syllable is one of the 8. Okay? So let's give it a try and think about the chakras. So your root chakra is your Ek. Your second chakra is the Om, which comes up to the navel, Kar. And then you breathe again, and then the Sat is into the solar plexus, which comes up into the heart for the Nam, Sat Nam, into the throat, Siddhi, and then Wah to the third eye, Hey Guru, coming out. Let's give it a go, right? So hands to the heart center. Take a deep breath in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Take a deep breath in as you take the hands to the lap to set your intention for your practice, your sankalpa, your wish. And then just bring that to mind. And then bring the hands into Gyan Mudra, index finger and thumb resting on your knees, palms upright. And on the next round we'll begin. Are you ready? Close your eyes or watch me if you want to. We missed that one. So you're going to close your eyes when you've got the everything going on, and then because you really need to focus on the sound current and the mantras as you're going through. But to start with, you can watch if that's helpful. Okay, so in a moment we'll begin. So Gyan Mudra, resting on the back of your knees, eyes closed or open, whichever you prefer. Take a deep breath in. Ek Ong Kar. Sat Nam. Siddhi. Hey Guru. Ek Ong Kar. Sat Nam. Sat Waheguru. Ek Ong Kar. 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 Sat Waheguru. Inhale deeply. Pull up the root lock. Pull the navel in. Drop the chin. Elevate. Open the heart. Soft gaze to the third eye. Suspend breath. Take a deep breath in if you need to and suspend the breath. Exhale. And again. Inhale. Pull the root lock. Pull the navel in. Drop the chin. Elevate. Open the heart. Spacious the mind. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Pull the root lock. Pull the navel in. Open the heart. Release the shoulders. Lift the gaze. Third eye goes the gaze. Exhale. eyes stay closed. Regulate the breath. Bring the hands to the lap. Touch the thumb tips together and rest them in your lap. Lift the gaze to the third eye, where the root of the nose meets the skull bone. Gaze into that space, the third eye. Spacious the mind, regal the body, like a statue. Soften the heart. Breathe deeply, regulate the breath, inhaling and exhaling, nice and deeply. Just be present. Inhale and exhale. Bring the hands back to the heart center. We're going to close the practice with one long Sat Nam. The Sat is on a beat of 6 count and the Nam is on a beat of 1. Inhale deeply. Sat Nam. Inhale and exhale. Just bringing back your intention, your sankalpa, your wish you had at the beginning of this practice, and know that it will surely come to fruition in time. Show up every day. That's what you've got to do. Show up. Be carried by the mantra, and then check in if you'd like to. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know if you need any questions answered. Private message me or message me on here, because then other people know you're doing it and it encourages other people to carry on. And you encourage me. Being here encourages me. It helps me to learn more and to stay humble and to stay a beginner, to share my practice, my love of Kundalini Yoga and all things yoga. Lots and lots of blessings. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you soon.